look into your eyes, I can see 1,000 lies. And if I just walked away, would your plastic heart break?
You guys have had a really busy month because you just had your first, well, not your first, your new single, Lost in Doubt, dropped, what, 2 weeks ago, March 11th?
Yeah, we had Lost in Doubt drop March 11th, and then Plastic Heart, which is the one that's like the big one, you know?
Yeah, I was just blasting that in my car on the way here. I love it, and I love the music video. Who does the decor and the coloring in that, and your guys' outfits and the Bye 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 theme? Come on. I loved how it was reminding me of this like hard rock instinct. I'm a woo girl for it. I loved it. Me and my son were watching it yesterday. It was a fun time.
So for every video, it's a little bit different of who really comes up with the concept. A lot of times I'll sit there and I'll write like a script out, but for this specific video, I really don't think I had any part in. I don't think any of us did. We kind of handed it off to our director buddy, Manny Bob. What's Manuel Soto? Yeah. We call him Manny.
It was awesome. I loved it. The khaki pants.
Yeah, he's young, but he's, you know, super driven, and he's got such a good vision for what he wants to see. And so, you know, he made that vision really come to life.
Well, I love that the lyrics and the video coincide. If you listen to the song, you're like, listening, you're awesome. But when you watch the video, it really emphasizes on the fact that it's like carbon copies of the same. She's just kind of going through the motions of these different individuals, which is another message that you guys really put out there, is emotional abuse in relationships, which I think is a heavy topic, especially for males, because you usually hear from women, including myself, talking about, you know, guys being the first one, oh, he's a narcissist, or he's a this, or he's a that, but we never really hear the male's perspective on that when it's the female that's really wounded, you know, or impacted us in a negative way. So the fact that you guys are singing about it, girls are singing, we're having a fun time, but we're also listening to lyrics and going, damn, that really hits home. So I really like that.
Yeah, I feel like those songs do really well with our female audience too, about like, yeah, it's like we're going through some shit. Like we understand like the emotional trauma that can come with being in a relationship, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's not even just a song about like just a girl, because it can literally apply to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally about somebody changing into something they're completely not right in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
And it's like a plastic hollow shell somebody they used to.
Well, and it's in this social media, you know, era and day and age, it's really easy to just pick up the phone and go to the next or that, or so being able to sing about it and scream. And I mean, going from having a hip hop sound, you got a heavy metal, you got a rock mix, it's all pop and all together. It's really cool. I love how that sound is coming together from a drum solo project now to a band, which, let's make this known, not a cover band, even though I have to say it is badass that you guys did this cover of Hello from Adele on YouTube. Now is almost at 30 million views. Let's not, you know, act like that's not a big deal, because that is really awesome. But to come out with your own lyrics and music is obviously, you know, what we're going for here with you.
Totally. I mean, like it's honestly like we take it for granted, for sure, like of how successful the covers were for us in doing them, because they allowed us to have this platform to introduce our fans to our original music, like the things that have been in our heads, you know?
Yeah.
Now we have an audience that we can release that music to.
Oh, I think that's great. We're loving it. I mean, we've got, last year you guys had I'm Fine, which I really thought was a good one too. I mean, all these songs that are on the website too, which everybody, if you want, our fans from the Blaze, because, you know, we're all figuring out these new talents, and where can they find your guys' new music, old music, all the music? I've seen your website for Fame on Fire, but are there social media handles that you guys want anybody to go to?
Everything is Fame on Fire. The website is actually key, because that'll take you everywhere, fameonfireband.com. So you mentioned that. That's kind of like the one-stop shop. It takes you everywhere you need to go. But other than that, it's at Fame on Fire. Pretty simple.
Spotify, Fame on Fire. It's just everywhere. Fame on Fire. Just
look
it up. Google.
Are there other, now, I don't know if you guys are going to positively like this or negatively like this. I love that your sound reminds me a lot of like Falling in Reverse and From Ashes to New. Are there other bands out there that you're looking towards to collaborate with or tour with? I know you're coming with 0936, but are there other, you know, bands that you're thinking, I wish they could be on a lineup with me?
I feel like there's a lot of bands, honestly. Like pretty much every band that's like active right now, like we want to tour with. Like
That's a good way to go about it.
yeah, like big or small, because everyone's got their own like little niche audience. And so like we want to be able to, you know, be part of their audience. We want to introduce their audience to us. And
Yeah.
so, you know, yeah, Fallen Universe, sick, Bring Me the Horizon, sick. Like those are massive bands. But even like little, like not little, but slightly smaller, from Ashes to New. And then I don't know. There's just all these bands. I can't think of. I mean, I was listening to Avoid yesterday. Like they're
Yeah.
sick.
Oh,
we just
see,
came
and that's what I love too, is finding out new bands, new artists that are coming out with massive talent, which you guys have, which is exciting. You're coming locally to a town where we're wanting this, you know, we want rock, we want music to come over to Fresno. So we're really happy that you guys are coming this way to show us, you know, a good time.
Point North.
Point North. Yeah, there's a lot of exciting
Yeah.
stuff happening in the scene, so it's fun.
Well,
Yeah.
good. And I like to, you know, there's a quote you guys have, you talk about on your bio too, that you don't want to be complacent. You're always like changing your sound. You're, you know, trying to keep elevating, like the first album Levels, which you mixed and did all tracked all by yourselves. How like big of a mountain was that you guys decided, all right, we're going to just completely do this ourselves and see what happens with it?
I don't think it was really anything new for us, to be honest. It's one of those things that we're just so used to our own workflow and like holding each other so accountable when it comes to getting things done at a timely manner, that it just felt like pretty much the same old thing. Except this time we're making an album for a label, which I mean that's a little bit of stress, but like, you know, it's part of our workflow. It's like, hey, we got this done, let's move on to the next. We got this done, let's move on to the next. And you know, where anybody slips up, somebody else will pick up for you. So
I think that's nice about doing the covers over the years, because we've had an opportunity to essentially study how the top writers write a song. You know, it's not just
Right.
covering a song and making it heavy. We're understanding how choruses work, how basically the fundamentals of a good song work. So, you know, not saying that we have great songs or anything, but the workflow itself seemed to be pretty simple when working on Levels, because it was like, let's go. Now it's our time. So
Awesome. Well, and it definitely is, especially April 1st when we can see you at Strummers. Looking forward to that. And then I don't know who wrote this, but I loved it. So I wanted to say it. Through the darkness comes a flicker of hope that shines through to a new day. That's what you guys said in the bio, was a part of what you look forward to, why you make music. I think that's so important for younger generations. I just recently interviewed 0936 and talked about how being so young and having this voice that you're showing to a crowd, a whole entire emphasis of people that are learning what you have to say, like how that matters to them and impacts them. And I want to know what you guys have to say to younger generations of what you're talking about, relationships. You're trying to navigate yourselves into, you know, a new healthy mindset after being crapped on. So what do you have to say, like when you're you know, doing that?
for me, it's just find something that can be an outlet for you to get all the craziness out of your head. Just find an outlet for that, and then stick with that outlet until it stops working, and then move on to a new outlet until you find something that really sticks, I guess.
So is that how the genres work?
Yeah, for me, it's like writing music helps me get rid of all the craziness and helps me deal with all of my anxiety. Like that's what helps me release. And so when I do that, I feel good. I feel accomplished with myself. If I don't do that, I don't feel accomplished, and I just start drowning in my own thoughts. So music is my way of getting rid of everything. But you know, everybody can have something different. Somebody could be into rock climbing, and that's their thing. You know, so you know.
And you guys have, how did you all meet, that you all came together and had, you said you've worked on these covers and been able to, you know, really learn each other. And you said also that when one, you know, is falling off, you keep each other accountable. So you guys seem to be really tight knit as friends and not just a band.
Yeah, we've grown up since we were kids.
we have grown up since we were
Yeah,
kids.
well, yeah. We've known each other.
Philosophical.
Yeah, kind of the four of us. Literally, I mean, me, Brian, and Alex. We lived. Brian here, me here, Alex there. Paul came around a little bit later, but I mean, it was just one of those things that we're always working together. We have similar family characteristics. Everything about us are similar. You know, we're our own people, but working together, it seems to be I wouldn't say easy, it has its ups and downs, right? But because we're friends and we're kind of family as well, when we say like, oh, someone's slipping, so someone else picks up, we're very lucky that we all play a role, right? And we're very resourceful. So for instance, everything from tracking and writing and even video. I mean, Alex, the drummer, is a video guy. So we're very resourceful. So we pick each other up and hold each other accountable in that aspect. But we definitely click like a family because we've just known each other for so long. And even though we take this seriously and, you know, run it like it is a business, it's also just so much fun for us. So it seems to just be seamless, you know?
That's awesome. Well, if you're not having fun, then what's the point, right?
Yep. 100%.
So can we expect, we know we just had Lost in Doubt, but are there other songs you guys are working on? We've got things to look forward to with music videos. I know Plastic Hearts is like the big one to view now on YouTube. So if you haven't seen that, Blaze listeners, and anyone's going to watch this on YouTube, go watch that because it is awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there's definitely things to look forward to. Timeline right now, a little blurry, but they're coming and sooner than later, hopefully, but we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, awesome.
Album is done. So we
The
have a lot
album
of
is
new
done,
music.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, good. We're excited to hear it live April 1st, Strummers. Make sure you guys come out to see that.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, we're going to be there. We're going to be Rocky. What are you talking about?
Right.
Well, awesome. Well, if you guys, I've got nothing else for you right now. I mean, I think you guys are going to be just fun to see you in person. I do want to tell you this. This was me in my car, though. When I look into your eyes. That was
Oh,
You bring those to the show so I can wear them on stage.
oh straight. Oh yeah, absolutely. I will. I honestly, it kicks ass in the car. I was driving. I'm like, damn, this is gonna be like one of the heaviest songs, like to like pump up the crowd and get. And Strummers is a small venue, like where we all get to just like really rock with you guys. So it's gonna be up close and personal. We're looking forward to it.
I love that. That's honestly the best.
yeah, we're excited for sure.
Are we gonna have any new hair colors?
No, I'm gonna stick with blue. For
Okay.
a little while. Maybe.
You could probably touch up the color a little bit.
Yeah. I'm
No, I like it.
Kind of
It is because I've been showering every day, so it just.
Hygiene. You got to keep up with the hygiene. But I mean, it's you know how it is where you can expect to see if someone's gonna have a different trend of colors. You know, or of one music video, you're red or black or whatever. But if you're gonna be the blue.
Yeah, I might go red. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens, but I don't want
That's
to.
awesome.
If I go red, it will be right before a music video.
Okay, well, awesome. I'll be looking for that one then too when it comes out. All right, guys. Well, we'll be seeing you April 1st and can't wait. And I'll make sure to bring the shades so you can wear them on stage.
Yeah, that is the most important part, honestly. If you don't remember them, I'll call you out.
Oh, I'll be there. I'm gonna be with the meet and greet with the fans that are come see you. So they're gonna look forward to talking to you behind stage.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, have a good one and see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you very
Sounds
much.
good.
It's been a pleasure.
When I look into your eyes, I can see 1,000